Good morning. My name is Gene, Whiskey Mike 9 Hotel, and I'm your QSL Bureau Manager for the 3905 Century Club for all the nets except 40 meter sideband. I'm going to put together here a little video to give you folks an idea of how this bureau is run, what I need to do to process your cards, and show you a lot of extra things that I do, and maybe you have a little bit better understanding of how the operation runs. I'm going to start in a little bit with a mailman coming, and maybe he'll say a few words about the volume of mail he gives me, and don't be surprised if he starts joking around, because he's a good guy. He's a lot of fun. But anyway, so that's what we'll do. We'll start with the mailbox, go inside, run your card through the bureau, sorting, dispatching, or whatever, and do all the logging and paperwork, all the way to the point where I stuff them in your envelopes, seal the envelopes out, and mail them out. So hopefully it'll be a little informative and kind of interesting. Oh yeah, before I start, I got a Wisconsin Badger shirt on. That's what the W means. I was going to put a Green Bay Packers shirt on, but I don't want that guy from Minnesota, you know, the guy on the other side of the river. I don't want him to get too upset, so I thought I'd give him a break this time. Okay, I'll see you down by the mailbox. Okay, here we're at my address, 4472 South 44th Street. All your envelopes that you addressed, and here's where it goes. And that mailbox there is a standard size row or mailbox, nothing special about it. This is my summer box because I don't have a lot of traffic as far as cards in the summer. But in the winter time, if you look over here, this is the box I put on in the winter. And it's a pretty hefty sized box. It's about almost double of what this other one is. So you can see it's a pretty good size. It's mailman's filled that big one out a few times already, so it's a pretty good volume in the winter. So now I'm just going to stand by and wait for this letter carrier. Name is Terry, good guy. Hopefully I can catch him here. So we'll see you here when he comes in. I thought I'd do one more little item here for you, give an idea about my antennas I got here. This wire close to here that goes up at an angle, it goes up to my tower. That's a 160 meter antenna, and of course it's trapped. On top of the roof there, the smaller tower, that's a 440 antenna UHF. The one next to it is an Alpha Delta DD, I think. That's the one I use mostly, the one on all the way on top of the pole there. Let's see, it's kind of hard to see it. Yeah, up there. And that one end goes to the tree, and the other end goes to the tower also. The tower is up about 50 feet. The antenna on top of the tower is a A4S Cushcraft 3-element beam or 4-element beam, and that's with the 40 meter kit. And the one on top of that is 11 element 2 meter beam. So this is where you hear my signal come from, and that's about it. Catch you when the mailman comes. Okay, this is Terry. This is our mail carrier. And Terry, you want to say something?
Well, I've been carrying at this route now for almost 9 years. And Gene is probably my heaviest volume carrier on this route. As you can tell, he's got a small box up right now. It's kind of our light side of town. But we do a lot of business with him, and he's a pain in the rear end when it comes to picking up from him. I see his flags up, so I must have a lot in that box there.
He calls it job security.
Yeah, that it is. As you see, got a lot of volume today out of Gene. I do treat Gene well by rubber banding all his mail there.
Oh, there you go. Light day today?
No.
Oh. This is a normal day for me, and
Typical Monday.
yeah. Now, if this was the winter time, he'd have that black box filled up pretty good, eh?
Yep.
They always ask me, "Boy, I bet your mailman loves you." And it's, oh yeah,
I love it. I love doing this.
yeah.
Keeps me out of trouble, keeps me busy.
All right, thanks a lot, Terry.
Here, Gene.
So this is today's mail. Not too bad, but I gotta show you this. I got a letter from my buddy across the river here in Minnesota, and this is the kind of letters he sends me. I don't know if you can make that out. Looks like me, Jay, John, and Bill are in Mount Rushmore. And this is my car down in Oklahoma City that he very nicely wrapped for me. And well, you know who that is. So, and this is what I get from good old N0POI all the time. And the mailman loves it. Okay, see you inside. All right, now that we saw outside of the Bureau location and we met our letter carrier, now we'll go inside the Bureau room. Give you a quick scan around all the walls here. All these folders contain SASEs and cards. And I'm going to go through in detail in a little while what they all are and how I got them filed. And it'll be a little explanation, but we'll handle that all right for you. Well, the first thing I do when I bring the envelopes in from the mailbox is I put them on this little platform here, which, by the way, is covering the 8th and 9th area folders. And I open all the envelopes, and then I stack the cards up here where it's just one day here. You know, you got probably an 8 or 9 inch pile there. And then I log them in. For instance, today now, I just created a new folder, filled I don't know how many up already. This is May 2008, and this is May 12th. So if you look closely enough, I got all these calls and the amount of weight. For instance, KNET, it's got 6 ounces came in, and AB5 or 85 or UQ had 3 pieces, so I got to set like this, 3 1-ounce pieces. And I do this every day, all the incoming. It shows you who I received them from, how many pieces, and how many ounces. Once I get everything logged in and the pile of cards sitting here, my next step will be to sort them via call area. And that's where a lot of people ask me periodically, what's the way they can help. Well, the way you can help is knocking one step off what I have to do, and that's just that, sort each one by call area. Don't worry about if somebody's using a club call that it's a different area. I just basically sort it by numbers, unless I know everything by heart, which I do, but whatever. So I'll sort these by numbers, and I'll get back to you after the next step. And after that, I think I'll just hold off and give you a little tour of the room in here. And I just want to make sure I get this mail moving while I'm doing all this stuff around here. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, here we go. I'm all done sorting my call areas, and obviously there's 10 piles. Pretty good. That's kind of a small delivery here. This 11th pile right here is for handy hams. I don't know if everybody knows what it is, but a handy ham is somebody that's unable to fill out their own cards. So I took over that bureau also, and what I do with these cards, I generate a QSL card on the computer, and I use the information that are on these cards. So I try to do this as often as I can, but lately it's been really kind of busy, and I usually do it once a week. I store them. Sometimes I'll get a pile 2-3 inches thick, and then I'll get them all out at one time. But that takes a lot of time, and I'm glad it's summertime because they're really going full blast here. Okay, after this, what I would do is I would take the cards, I'd take the pile, and like the fifth quality area here, and I would sort them by prefixes. After that, I sort them by individual stations, and then I stuff the envelopes. Once I get the envelope stuffed, well, you know the end of that story, they're on their way. What I'm going to do is finish this up here, and then I'll go through more detail of what else besides what I just showed you here needs to be done, and you might enjoy it. Well, maybe that's not the right word. You might find it interesting. Okay, we'll see in a little bit as soon as we get these done. And I almost put my call sign on. Bye. Alright, now I got those cards separated, sorted, and stuffed, envelope seal, and ready to go. So this is, in the summertime, an average daily shipment. What do you got? 1, 2, 3 packages of white envelopes, 5 of my postal plat envelopes. So this would be enough to probably about half fill the white mailbox that you've seen outside. So I wanted to get this done and get this out of the way, and then when I come back in, I'm going to go over in detail what I do besides just filling or just filing the cards. There's a lot more that meets the eye. So see you in a little bit. Bye. Okay, now I can continue what I started actually 3 weeks ago. In that period of time, I had a touch of pneumonia. My wife has shingles. I've had a knee surgery on my knee, so all this stuff has been put on hold. So I can finish this and burn some copies and send you guys a copy of this DVD. Okay, as I said before, you look around this room. You start out with the first call area there and here. Let's see, then you got the second call area, and this one's a third. Then you got 1, 2, 3, 4 of them into the fourth. And the fifth call area, there's the W's for the 5 down there. Room is getting to be a problem here. And that's the sixth call area there. And the top of the 6 over there is the 7th. And then you got more 7s, and then you got more 7s. And the top over here is starting the 8th. And then finishing with the 8th. The 9th and 10th call area are below my work thing here. And there's your 9th and 2 for the 10th. So I got many files underneath. For example, let's see, we got 1 there, 2, 3, and 4 under the basket. Those are extra files, extra SASCs from the membership that, for example, Ron, N9K, and J's got over 500 envelopes on file. So I store them in a different place than just where the rest of these files are. And there's a number of members that got over 100 envelopes on file. So they go in my overflow files, and they're down there. And I got a list of files that are down there, so if I were to run out topside here, I know where I can fill up their folders up here again. Now, if you look a little closer here,